This is Beaverville. Come on in.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
How about those dolphins?
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward ahead.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang.
Yeah.
Super duper.
That's nice.
Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 27th day of April, 2026. A good morning, everybody. Welcome to a wet Monday morning on the Power Trip Morning Show. My name is Chris Hockey, and here we are. We've got a whole lot of stuff to cover. We've got a Wild win, Wolves win. We got brand new Vikings. We got a big trade in the NFL. We got so much to get to. Ladies and gentlemen, let's not wait. Let's get right to some comedy and right into the show. Here's John Christ. Comedy on a Monday morning. Come on in, everybody. I am glad you are here.
What's the Indians' new mascot? Does anybody know? The Guardians. Cleveland Guardians? Y'all know what a guardian is? A guy that says, be home by 10 p.m. and you go, shut up, you're not my real dad. Who are y'all playing? The Cincinnati Stepdads? Who are y'all playing? The Guardians? Nobody's scared of that. You know what I'm saying? No, if you ever watch baseball, they hit a home run, there's no one in the stadium. There's no one in there because no one cares about baseball. I'm saying, spice it up, you know? The Rangers? No one's scared of the Rangers. You know what a ranger is? The guy says, when you're done camping, throw away your trash. That's it. You're not scared of it. I'm just saying spice up the names. You know what I'm saying? If you were watching a baseball game tomorrow and you're like, tonight's rubber match is the Miami Cubans versus the Texas Border Patrol agents. Don't tell me you wouldn't watch the Virginia Vegans play the St. Louis Slaughterhouse Employees.
Fate is on your side. You hear the distant thunder. There's lightning in your stride. For the warrior. Never giving up the lead. To take it to the top.
I'd like to see you play a concert sometime.
You're never gonna stop.
Power Trip Morning Show, Monday, April 27. I'm Corey. That's Chris. That's Paul. Zachary back there. Who knows? I never know what's going on. Good morning, guys. How are you guys?
Hi, Corey. Great. How are you?
Great.
Unsteady.
Good, man.
He threw all his hats on the floor.
His hats? What hats?
He has all those hats that he used to wear, like a Bell Bank hat. I think he had a 7th Avenue Pizza hat. And then he had the wig that he wore the other day, and it's now on the floor because I don't know why he was mad about it. I don't know where he went.
Just untangling the cord.
Oh. I don't know. Yeah. I'm sure somebody tangled it all up.
There we go. Maybe. No.
Hello? Oh, no.
Who had these headphones?
I don't know.
Not me.
What's wrong with the headphones?
Do they not look a little big?
Sure.
I didn't have them on. No, I swear to you I didn't have them on. You know who might have had them on? Because they were here on Saturday.
Who?
Maxo. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he was, yeah.
Are you good?
I don't know. He produced for Parker.
He sounded like Human Centipede.
Did he talk on the air?
I don't know. I didn't listen. I don't know. A lot to talk about. Maybe not Saturday afternoon, but Saturday evening, nonstop talkers.
Are you kidding me, man?
Man.
Lots of stuff going on in this joint up in here.
Saturday was nuts, and it didn't feel like we went 2-0, but we sure as hell did.
Yeah.
But man, the Dante news sucks. The
Sucks.
Ant news sucks.
Sucks.
Bones.
God, Io was legendary. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was.
Boldy
great.
was awesome. The whole bit.
DeSumo?
Sure.
Yeah, you could say it either way, man.
Say it however you want.
Yeah.
Our guy Grenard's out the door.
Yeah.
He gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gone.
Traded him for Jacoby Thomas and a third rounder next year. Sounds different when you put names to it.
The lead singer
Yeah.
of the band that sings about cutting their life to pieces.
No.
That's Captain Jacoby Shaddix of the
Sorry,
Artemis.
Yeah.
We also got a guy named
Big Citrus. Yeah. I love that name.
What a cool nickname.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big Citrus.
Yeah. Big Citrus. I like the way that guy says it.
How do we feel about if we go back a week and a half to Levi Drake Rodriguez being on this show?
Yeah.
And when we asked him about the draft, he was like, hey, man, they're coming in to take my job. So obviously I'm going to support them and love them. But, it's competitive. And then the Vikings drafted 94 defensive tackles in the last 4 days. 94.
What was one of their names, Hawk? Big Citrus. Yeah.
So we got Big Citrus. We got Caleb Banks. And a whole bunch of other guys I've never heard of.
We
Yeah.
got Tiny Carton of Milk.
Yep.
Yep.
Got
All of them.
John Vegetable.
Yep. They took him. Yep.
Doesn't move well.
No, he doesn't. Wow. Yeah, it was Big Citrus. They got that guy. I thought they'd get a little more for Jonathan Grenard. I thought they'd at least get their 54th overall pick.
I heard a lot of people say that this weekend. And you know what I thought?
No.
You know what I thought? I bet they tried.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
I bet they did. I bet
Yeah.
they were like,
Did Rob not think to ask?
I bet nobody called and said, I'd like to give you my first round pick. He's like, nah.
Yeah.
No, well, let me draft Big Citrus first, then I'll call you.
Who?
Big Citrus. They took him after
Crap,
he
their
was
first
traded.
round pick was already made. What if you just give me a third this year and a third next year?
Do you guys think that's enough?
Why he was there.
No.
I think he didn't have any choice, man.
Didn't have a choice.
I love the
Yeah.
fact that Brzezinski came out and said, beep, bop, boop don't work forever.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
He
It's
did,
almost
yeah.
like he listens to the show.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, listen, he actually said the words, I think. This did not make our team better. We know that. They know what you do about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, yeah, it goes back
And
to
he said, but you forgot, we drafted.
Big Citrus.
Didn't he say something like, I know people think the cap
Yes.
isn't real?
Yeah,
Yes.
he did say those words.
That means he listens to this show.
100%.
He's the
Because
best.
the
He's
cap
the
is a
best.
myth. And for the record, we can go all the way back to when Beep Bop Beep Boop Fix started.
Yeah.
It was never a shot at Rob. It was a shot at the NFL.
Yeah.
Right? It was all general managers and front office guys and money guys.
Yeah.
All you have to do is shift the money. And
I'm sure he knows
I'm
that.
not saying it's easy, right? But everybody does it. Everybody can do it. So sure, you kick the can a little bit. But when you see the Cowboys, like Cowboys are way over the cap, and then they just go, hey, Dak, CD, let's just convert this to this and this to that and this to this. Beep, bop, boop, boop, fix, and then they're under the cap.
Yep.
So, sure. We're going to save some money by trading Grenard. We get a couple of third-round picks in return. One of them is that safety from Miami named Jacoby Thomas, not Captain Jacoby Shaddix.
No. The
Papa
Artemis
Roach and
or
Artemis.
Sea Smoke.
Right. It sucks because Grenard was a great dude on and off the field.
Yes, he
Great
was.
interview for this show.
Yeah. Good dude.
The culture of this team the last handful of years has been elite. Really, really good dudes that also happen to be really good football players, and he was a great example of that. Sucks to see him go.
Yeah.
We're going to have to lean on, I don't know, maybe
Big Citrus.
What's the guy's actual name again? Something Orange?
something orange. Dominique Orange, yeah.
Yeah, what a name.
At first, he didn't like the nickname Big Citrus. And then
Why?
he heard this.
Big Citrus.
Why doesn't he? That's a sweet
Yeah,
nickname.
it's a
What is he
sweet
talking
name.
about?
I don't know. I didn't know. He said this about it.
My nutritionist said, "Good morning, Big Citrus." And I kind of looked at her crazy, like, "What you talking about? Like, that's kind of like, don't call me that." And then she was like, That's what they're calling you on Twitter right now. And of course, at first I'm like, no, I don't like that. But then as more and more started to pick up, I'm like, you know what? I kind of rock with it. So, fans started calling me Big Citrus. My coaches started calling me Big Citrus. I'm like, you know what? It's kind of sticking to me. So let's rock with it. So I love the name now.
Big Citrus.
Yep, never heard of him. 3rd round pick out of Iowa State.
Never heard of him?
Nope.
What kind of a draft guy are you?
I'm not.
Aren't you on the Sports Leader?
Barely. Nope, never heard of him.
He's juicy.
He's what?
Juicy.
In fact, of course, I had never heard of Caleb Banks until about 2 days before the Vikings picked him.
You had it?
And I had not heard of any other name on our list. The only thing that I think is interesting is when they addressed center, which was 7th round.
Yeah. And didn't take a wide receiver.
So 7th round centers have a this is stating the obvious. Have a chance to pan out. But not super likely, right? It's a long shot.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're going to do.
I think they like Blake Brindell.
Enough to at least give him a go.
You know what I thought was interesting, too, and I can't wait to talk to Benjamin about all this stuff today. We like all, and maybe this is kind of the NFL, I should say the college draft moving forward, because kids make as much money, if not more money in college than they do coming to the NFL for the rookie year. We're going to see a lot of seniors, and we saw a lot of seniors get drafted. I mean, that center.
It's a good point.
I think is he 24? Like, he played for 6 years, I think, in college football. I think he played like 100,492 games and 50 cents.
Wow. I think you're correct, though, because hold on here.
If you're making a lot of money in college, why would you leave college?
When the pros aren't guaranteed, right?
Right.
If you're going to be a late round
That's
pick.
exactly right. You might, if you think you won't go 6th or 7th round, you might not make the squad. But if you're definitely going to make that college squad, and you're definitely going to make that money.
That is nuts to go pro and take a pay cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Tom.
He gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom gets it. Did you see? Did you see the guy that the Chiefs took?
Yeah.
And then immediately bought all of his mom and his 2 sisters brand new Maseratis.
That's not a good
Which
idea.
one?
Peter Woods.
That's not a good idea. By the way, Zach just bought a house there.
Yeah.
Hi, Zach.
He loves it there.
Morning from
The Wood.
Peter Wood land.
Wow. To your point, though, Caleb Banks is a senior Hawk.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of seniors, man. I think that's going to be a trend in the NFL, like for a long time now. Stay in there, make that money. That's guaranteed money, sort of. I mean, like,
sure,
they want you there. There are way more spots at starting center in the college ranks than there are in the NFL.
Well, and that was like the bit with Ty Simpson, where everybody said on Thursday, Miami offered him $6 million. So he had to have had a very strong indication that he was going to go in the first round.
Right.
Because if you're Ty Simpson and you go in the 4th round, you probably should have taken that $6 million and started at Miami.
Right.
But he went 13th overall.
Right. Right.
His troubles are behind him.
Right.
It's insane how much you sound like Stephen Wright sometimes.
Me?
Yeah.
I think he sounds like Tom Bernard like all the time.
Oh.
That's a good thing. It's not a shot.
You were like, he probably should. Or maybe you just sound like the gal with the beach house in Jacksonville, but you're like, he probably should have taken that job in Miami.
Yeah, it does sound like you couldn't care less.
You'd bang the beach house lady, right, Hawk? I care.
You do care about the NFL draft.
I do.
I caught a little bit of you on Friday night. You guys did about a 9-hour day 2 of the draft show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you rode off into the sunset on your motorcycles.
Yeah, we did. We parked them outside and we drove away. Yeah, it was very fun.
Yeah, it sounded great.
Yeah, thanks.
I was
Appreciate it.
backstage at the old Chanhassen Dinner Theater, getting ready to go on stage, listening to you sons of bitches. And I was
appreciate
texting you.
that. Yeah, you were.
I can't remember what I texted you about.
Papa.
Oh, yeah, I texted you about Papa, didn't I?
Yeah, because it's all you think about.
Papa.
Yeah.
So Ben Leber is going to be here in like 45 minutes. Big week for the Power Trip Morning Show because we go to Grandview on Thursday
I'm sorry,
night.
big what?
Big Citrus for the Power Trip Morning Show.
Citrus.
We'll be there Thursday night and then broadcasting Friday morning.
That's correct. We will.
We will at least have a Wild game when we're up there.
Yeah, might not have a Wolves game.
No, because they ain't going to win.
Wait, we might just win tonight and end it.
Aren't they 11-point dogs.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
We didn't need Ant or Dante on Saturday.
We'll
Yeah,
throw
man.
fists.
Yeah, we'll throw fists.
Well, you'll do that anyway.
I agree.
The Nuggets are so goddamn frustrated with us.
So frustrated. And then
Yeah.
somebody stole what's-his-face's undies.
Yeah.
No,
And they said he had a little wiener on him.
Who said that?
I'll tell you who said it.
that was a misunderstanding.
No, that wasn't. Don't say he said that.
A different Big Citrus.
Yeah, I love that name, though. That guy's going to be great.
Or bad or okay.
Yeah. The only question, and we have plenty of time, so I don't have to get into this now, but I do have one pick I question highly of the Vikings on Friday.
He didn't have a good season last year.
Who?
Are you talking about who? Wait, who are you going to talk about? Who are you talking about?
I don't, and I get it from like a depth standpoint, but I don't understand taking a backup tackle with a top 100 pick. I thought they should have taken somebody else. I don't know. I mean, like a center or something.
I heard that he may be moved to Gerd.
Which one?
I don't know.
Do they hate Will Fries?
Even so, dude. Last year's, I mean, when we had anybody
there is
down,
that, yes.
I mean, our quarterbacks were running for their lives when we had one of our offensive linemen out. So,
And we had one that I heard didn't really care to come back.
so there's that.
Yeah, there is that.
So I don't know anything about Caleb Tiernan.
Yeah, I think
from
that's correct.
Northwestern.
Yeah,
But,
he's huge.
Sure, if he's a huge bitch and he's healthy, let's get him.
Yeah. All right, you answered my question.
Yeah, that was easy.
Yeah, normally is.
Man, yeah, if it's going to be that easy, ask any question you want.
Yeah, keep
go,
putting
man,
us in a
keep
corner.
coming.
What's the name of the guy they chose first in the third round?
Do you know this one, Corey?
Well, it's Dominique Orange.
I think it might be
Big Citrus.
Oh, that's orange then. Okay.
Papa.
No, it's not Papa.
I don't know anybody else named Orange. The last name's Orange. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't think I do either.
I don't either.
Like, there was an Eli Apple.
Yeah.
Is he still in the league? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Like, there's no Frank Banana.
You know, you had to call him Big Citrus because nothing rhymes with orange.
Yeah.
Unless you ask Eminem.
Yeah, I think
Big memories.
your mic's on.
Papa.
It's going to be a long week.
No, it's not Papa.
He's already derailing.
Yep.
Speaking of rails, there are some rails that go around the top of your roof.
Yeah, man.
They're called
Gutter
gutters.
Yeah, get them protected at Gutter Helmet and GutterHelmetMN.com. It's pouring rain right now. If your gutters are full of stuff, they're going to clog. It's going to be a disaster. I don't worry about that. My dad doesn't worry about that because they have it up north as well. GutterHelmetMN.com. Hey, Pee-wee.
This is the top of your roof. It's actually the bottom of your roof.
Yeah, technically, yeah. Yeah. Either way, I just listen to what you say.
It's the bottom.
Yeah, man.
Touch the bottom.
Huh? Is that
More
Pearl
of the
Jam?
Power Trip Morning Show after this on the Fan.
Do-do-do-do. You know what the problem is when it comes to basketball?
These teams don't like each other.
That's right, Finch. They don't like each other.
Well, if they didn't before, they definitely don't now after the Jaden McDaniels layup with about a second or two to go, and Joker sprints across the court to confront him and grab his jersey, and then Jaden smiles because he owns him.
These teams don't like each other.
You're right. They don't. When
Man, that shot of Jaden just smiling, like, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
No fear in his face.
None, because if you take a swing at me, you're
Right.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was basically like, I dare you to
I
punch
dare
me.
you.
You're not going to.
Your team is
Right.
done if you do that.
So
yeah.
act tough if you want, but you're not going to swing.
Oh,
I
my,
did like the Joker got there and went,
he did do that.
yeah.
I do love how, all these Denver fans are up in arms about it, and there was like 80 videos at the end of games of Murray just jacking up long threes when they're up by like 25.
Was it a year ago or 2 years ago? Was it last year when Jamal Murray just threw the hissy fit and threw like that heating pack on the floor during a game?
Yes.
It's like, come on. They're a bunch of babies too.
What does it matter if the guy gets 2 more points? Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that sucks is the clock stops, and then one of the Nuggets has to run down and inbound the
So
ball.
what? You get paid. Go shut up and throw the ball in.
100%. It's an unwritten rule, but it's technically, like Jaden said, he's like, hey, clock's still running. I'm going to lay it up there.
You play to the whistle.
I wish he hadn't done it, but it's not the end of the world.
You know what? I'm glad he did it.
He's totally in their heads.
Totally.
Too.
Yeah.
They're terrified. And as I said 2 weeks ago before this series started, this team is built to beat Denver. Can they beat Can they beat anybody else? Oh, you're writing it down?
No, I'm looking through the script.
Oh.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So that would have been middle of April?
Yeah.
You had an idea what time of the show?
Probably about 7:25.
Oh, son of a bitch.
See?
It's right here.
Are we only built to beat Denver? Can we beat San Antonio?
I don't think so without Ant.
Because we weren't built to beat San Antonio.
You know what we are built? On rock and
Fort
roll.
Tough.
Oh,
we built this city.
No, not on rock
Great
and
song,
roll.
right, Hawk?
It's great song.
Zach
great
hates
city.
that song.
Zach doesn't hate that song.
Yes, he does. He
Zach
says it's
likes
the worst
rock.
song of all time.
He's kidding.
He's kidding?
Yeah. He's kidding.
I'm not a kitten.
He's not a kid.
Son of a bitch, man. You said that. Look at you.
Thank you.
What a take.
Thank you.
That was sarcastic.
No, I know. I get it.
You also said, I like big butts and truck nuts.
I did.
I don't remember him saying that. Do you remember saying that?
I don't remember the truck nuts part.
I probably said truck nuts. Truck nuts sounds like something I would say or get fixated on and say over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Wayne or Dusty.
Right.
Yeah. I decided to check your work more often.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tip of the cap to our guy, Tim Connolly, as well, because I know a lot of Wolves fans really, really, really wanted the Greek Freak.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But if you look back at what we would have had to give up, all of us that were like, oh, man, that's a lot. I don't want to give up Jaden.
No.
We're going to have to gut the team, basically, to put Ant and Freak on the same squad.
No.
Right?
Freak!
The Greek Freak. Somehow he threaded the needle and found Io for Dillingham, who was an absolute disaster here.
Disaster.
Best of luck to him in Chicago.
Dilly.
And Leonard Miller, who never got off the bench and, behind the scenes I was told was not the brightest bulb, didn't maybe understand everything that was going on, right?
Yeah.
So
He's good on Third Rock from the Sun.
You got rid of Dillingham and Miller
Yeah.
for freaking Io.
Who scored 43?
What an upgrade.
Yeah.
I mean, unbelievable. So would you rather have Io for essentially nothing or the Greek Freak for half of your squad?
I'd rather have Io.
I would too.
Yeah.
Can I get
Because
back to you on that?
he'll start tonight, right?
Has to.
Yeah.
That's Dante's
He was
spot the rest of the way.
Yeah. He was so good.
Dante might be out an entire calendar year
Yeah, correct.
with a torn Achilles.
Oh.
What's the timeline? 9 to 12 months, something like that?
Yeah. And when you saw it, you're like, oh, God.
Yeah,
you
you
knew
saw
exactly
it.
what
And
it
you
was.
knew it. Yeah, both
Yeah.
injuries. Ant's injury, too. You're like, okay, well, he hyperextended his knee. That looks
so bad.
Well, that
It's so painful.
can we, look, when somebody tears their Achilles and you see the back of their legs shake,
Yeah.
Don't
it's like,
laugh,
that's not
Rosie.
super graphic. You're like, oh, I saw it. There it is.
There it goes, yeah.
When they replayed Ant's hyperextension about 10 times, I'm like, could you stop
Yeah,
showing it?
stop
I'm going to
showing
throw
that.
up.
Yeah, stop
it's
showing
so
that.
gross.
Yeah, it's so gross.
When it pops like backwards.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, God. The second time I saw it, I'm like, enough.
Yeah.
And I think they showed it about a baker's dozen times.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
So
yes.
he's out weeks.
Mm-hmm.
According to Shams, the Wolves expect him, if the Wolves advance past round one. By the way, he's completely out for the Nuggets series.
Yeah.
But they expect him to miss most, if not all, of round two, assuming the Wolves get to round two.
Somebody said, I read yesterday, that the Greek Freak had the exact same injury and he was out 6 days.
Was it Kurt Bills?
A hyperextension and a bone bruise?
I'm pretty sure I read that yesterday. Yeah.
Was it Kurt Bills?
Was it Kurt Bills that said it?
I don't think it was Kurt
Because I don't
Bills.
trust his NBA takes anymore.
Why?
Because he's been off a lot. Missed a lot of things.
Yeah, he has.
He's in Italy still.
Yeah.
Kurt Bills.
Arrivederci, America.
Arrivederci, yep.
Yeah.
So,
Kurt
man,
Bills is in Italy?
that would really suck if the Wolves get past Denver. You run into San Antonio and Wemby in round two, and you don't have Dante and you don't have Ant.
But you have DeSumo.
Ayo.
You sure do.
I mean, you go back to Saturday night, right? It was
I
an
would love to.
unbelievable win. He had
Yeah, I'd
43
go back to
points,
bed.
right? Mm-hmm. He came off the bench. I think it's like one of the most points ever off the bench.
Second most ever, most in 50 years.
I mean, he played 42 minutes. He was 13 of 17 on field goals.
Is all off the top of your head?
5 of 5 for 3-pointers. 12 of 12 in free throws made.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty good. It was almost like you watched the game.
Yeah, he was a plus 10. Think about that.
Yeah. I will.
When they put down a lion like they did at the Como Zoo, did they allow big game hunters in to track him down?
Oh, they put a lion down?
Yeah, they had to.
Oh, man.
Remember, we talked about it, poor guy had cancer, remember?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, look at the script.
Mumford was his name.
Oh.
Yep.
That's a good name.
Oh, they put down the little lion, man.
Well played,
pretty big
Cora.
lion.
Well played.
Pretty big lion. I wonder if they allowed him to try to get away, though. Like, let him be a lion one more time.
Yeah.
Try to eat that guy before he shoots you.
Poor
Go get
buddy.
him. Marcus said go.
I had forgotten that the origin story of the Indiana Jones whip was when he fell into that train car, the circus train car, and then there was like a lion in there, and the lion was walking up on young River Phoenix, who was going to be the next Indiana Jones, essentially. And then he had to quickly grab a lion tamer's whip behind him to fend off the lion, you know?
The third one's great.
Yeah, it's The Last Crusade.
It's also good like the third Back to the Future.
What do you mean?
Third one was the best one.
That's Hawk's favorite.
That's the worst one.
It's so good, though.
Is it sacrilege to say that I actually like
The Devil?
What's the first one? Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
That's the one I like the least. And I know that's the one that is critically acclaimed to be the best because it was the one that set the tone and all that garbage. But it's the one I've seen the least, and it's the one I like the least. I definitely like The Last Crusade the best.
It's 94% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What, Last Crusade? What's Raiders of the Lost Ark? Higher? Because that, like, Raiders of the Lost Ark was on the AFI 100 best movies of all time.
Raiders of the Lost Ark is 94, yeah.
Okay, what's Last Crusade?
It's the third movie.
Brilliant. The Last Crusade is 84. Temple of Doom is 77.
That checks out.
How about BTF squared 3, 2, 1?
What do you think the score for Back to the Future 3 is?
100.
58.
Oh.
79.
Is it really?
I told you it was good.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Thank you.
The first one is a 93.
Yeah, it should be higher.
The second
Can you
one
take
is...
it higher?
Oh, what? The second one's a 63?
The second one sucks.
No, the second one's the best one.
Are you nuts? 2 and 3 are both
only good-
mostly unwatchable.
The only good part of 2 is
Okay,
how...
we all know what you're going to say.
Right? I mean,
We
my
all know.
God.
We all know what you're going to say.
Lordy.
I mean, just say it. What were you going to say?
They were like this. I'm like, I get it, Biff. I get it. If
President Biff.
I'm going to tell you right now, if she had those in that car in BT1, Marty'd been... You know what I mean?
That's his mom.
That's right.
He would have motorboated his mom.
Help it.
But and then instantly disappeared.
That's
Because
right.
he would think that what a great concept.
Great
He's
bit.
so horny that he has to end up killing himself. He wipes away his own existence just because he's like, I can't pass this up.
I can't.
And then he
Can't stop.
immediately disappears.
And he's not going to want to live with the fact that he did that.
Yeah, good point. Yeah.
I motorboated my mom.
How great would it have
God.
been if the writers of Back to the Future basically turned him into Zach Morris and he just goes, time out!
Yeah.
And he talks straight into the camera and he's like, look, you know I'm going to do
I
this.
have to.
I can't live with myself. I know what's going to happen. This completely screws up my timeline. I'm out. But I can't.
But look at those.
Right. And then he just disappears.
Yep.
He looks at a photo of his brother and sister and goes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have
We're all
to.
gone.
Yeah, I have to.
I hope you understand.
Big brother, you get it.
Yeah. I must do this.
Yep. Front Page Sports when the Power Trip Morning Show returns after this on The Fan.
Big Citrus.
Man, I do love a big old rainy morning like it is out there right now. Oof.
I knew exactly what you were doing when I pulled in the parking lot and I didn't see your car.
I was just sitting on my phone
Yeah.
in my car listening to it rain, going through the news stories, coming up with brilliant bits for the show, like this one.
Big Citrus.
I thought of that in the front seat of my car this morning.
That's genius.
Yeah, I would have never have thought of it.
Yep. Had it not rained.
All right, let's do Front Page Sports.
Time now for Front Page Sports.
Exactly.
Presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores. Buy 3 Monsters for just $8. Limited time. You can get any flavors you want. Mix and match any Monster Energy flavors at Holiday. Thanks, Holiday.
Yeah, thank you, Holiday. You're the best.
Yeah, thank you, Holiday. Sauce, quickly, if you could buy 3 monsters, what would they be?
Frankenstein.
Easy.
Why?
The
He's not busy.
werewolf.
Never is.
Why would you buy Frankenstein?
I think he'd be good to have.
And change
For
your
what?
light bulbs.
That. He's intimidating.
What if he killed you?
I think he's misunderstood. The werewolf. Go see it.
The wolf.
And
why?
Because I'd want to ask him about the werewolves in London and then just play Warren Zevon on repeat.
I don't think you've thought this through.
I have not. Do I think anything through?
Nope.
What? What about the Loch Ness?
Yeah, or Nessie, yeah.
Same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. That would, what would yours be?
Same.
Okay. We're on the same page.
You don't want Godzilla?
Man.
We got no room for him.
No, because we need more of his movies, right, Hawk? We don't want to own him.
Yeah.
You don't want, like, Sully from Monsters, Inc.?
I want Sully Erna from Godsmack to come in.
What? Well, wait, don't you
Sully the pirate? Or
don't you
pirate,
want,
the pilot?
What about Elvira? Is she considered a monster?
No.
There was a couple of monsters on her chest there.
I knew we'd get there.
The Minnesota Wild won Game 4 in overtime on Saturday, 3-2 over Dallas. That series now tied at 2. Matt Boldy, the overtime game-winning hero play just a handful of minutes after he kicked one in. The most obvious kick I've ever seen in NHL history.
Cool, bend it like Boldy, like Zacho tweeted, which is brilliant.
Marcus Foligno scored late in the third to force overtime. Something like 5 or so minutes to go. That was awesome. Volstead, 43 saves. Ottinger, 40 saves. Game 5 in Dallas tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Do we have, Zachary, do we have a timeline on Zuccarello? Like, is he coming back this series? What are we waiting for?
I mean, nobody knew up until John Hines at a press conference at 3:15 on Saturday. We didn't know until then if he was going to be playing Saturday. We probably won't know until tomorrow if Zuccarello will be back. I'm shocked. It's just the most bizarre thing. He finished the game, won. He talked to the media after the game, and he was in the locker room. He looked fine. He did the morning skate the following day, or for game 2, and he all of a sudden disappears. It's one of the craziest things, and now he's missed 3 games. So I would like to think he's close. He was a game time or almost a game time decision on Saturday, but it's we need him badly. That was a very fun ending to a very frustrating game, particularly in the power play where he could be an immediate help in Dallas tomorrow night.
You have a finger on the Wild pulse. Is Jamie Benn now public enemy number 1 in terms of the entire league for Wild fandom? Like, do we hate him more than we hate anybody else specifically?
Certainly right now. Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, he's earned it. He is, if you missed it, he, had his stick lifted, his own stick lifted into his own face. And somehow Brock Faber gets called for a high sticking call. On that whole sequence.
And they scored.
And what's that?
Didn't they score off that power play, too?
Yeah, of course they scored. I think they were, 2 for 2 at one point. I don't think we got a kill. So it's, there's two parts of the special teams monster that's really costing the Wild. If we had an even just below average power play, we probably are leading 3-1 in the series, if not more. And if we had a average penalty kill, things are different as well, but they're scraping by. They are the better 5-on-5 team. If they can figure out the special teams tomorrow night, it's not going to be easy, but they are the better team for the most of the game. But unfortunately, man, these officials are just, and it's both sides, by the way. It's not, I don't think they're conspiring against the Wild. They are just either missing calls or calling phantom calls. There's a couple ones in the Stars that I was like, I don't know if you needed to call that. I mean, even the beginning of the game when Hartman goes to the box for goaltender interference, you're like, he was stopping. He was trying to stop that. He was not trying to run over Ottinger or make intentional contact. If anything, he was pushed, and they still called it. So it's just been a very frustrating series from the officiating standpoint. Again, not saying that there's a conspiracy against the Wild or anything.
Do you think we're going to get to the point where, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you can, I don't think you can do this, but in the NBA now, you can challenge essentially anything, right? Anything. Are we going to get to the point where an NHL head coach can say, look at that replay. That was Jamie Benn's own stick. Like, that's not Brock's. We're not going into the box. Like, I challenge.
We talked about it a little bit in that sequence, and it's tough because again, you don't want to slow the game down, all the negatives that everybody brings up when it comes to more replay. But there's certain situations like that where, yeah, I think there needs to be something, and the question is, what's the penalty if you challenge it and you get it wrong?
Lose a testicle.
Yeah, I think you're correct, Doc.
I mean, that some might say that's a little harsh. I disagree.
What if you have a female head coach? Would that be a way to just have unlimited challenges but not worry about loss of testicle?
Well, I think you don't lose.
Did I just completely hack the system?
Yeah, but then you lost Rosie as an NHL
Absolutely,
viewer.
he quit.
Yeah, he's not watching that.
Well, he doesn't go to St. Paul anyway.
No, but
he goes to Tuscany. Arrivederci, Rome.
Arrivederci, St. Paul.
He's in full support of Coach Lizzie Hale.
Ooh.
Or whoever you say it's going to be.
Lizzie Hale. From a hailstorm?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. The Wolves won Game 4 Saturday, 112-96 over Denver to take a 3-1 series lead. So as awesome as that was, it just didn't feel super awesome outside of Io's performance and McDaniel's performance, because we got the bad news that Dante DiVincenzo torn Achilles, so out for maybe a full 9 to 12 kind of month range, so most of next year as well. That sucks. And Anthony Edwards, hyperextension and a bone bruise. He will miss, quote, weeks.
What are we doing?
Hopefully not more than a couple, but he's out for the rest of the Denver series. And again, like I mentioned a segment or two ago, some, if not most, if not all of round 2, if the Wolves advance. That's the expectation. Part, for sure, of round 2, if not all of it. So they're going to need a miracle, because not only do you have to finish off Denver without Ant and DiVincenzo, which is possible. I mean, they basically did it on Saturday, but that was an unbelievable performance by Io. You needed a legendary performance to even do what you did. But then you have to find a way to beat Wemby, or keep the team afloat long enough for Ant to come back. That's going to be very difficult.
We have to win.
We do have to win.
We got to win tonight.
Did anybody else know?
Like
Again,
each other.
I have a financial interest in the Spurs because my dad got him at 35-1, and he talked me into him, and I got him at 30-1. Right,
Great bet.
Right, home run by my dad. So we're sweating this Spurs thing together. Am I the only one that watched that game yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Holy!
Yes.
I was looking at Sauce.
I did not watch it,
dude.
no.
They were absolutely getting boat raced. They were down 19 at one point, the Spurs.
Jeez.
They were down 17 at halftime. They outscored Portland 73-35 in the second half.
Jeez.
Just destroyed them. So down 17 at half, they won by 21. And were an unstoppable force. The team that played Portland in the second half is capable of winning the NBA title.
Yeah.
And they can beat OKC. I mean, that was about as clean of a half as you could possibly imagine.
If you scored that many points in a half of basketball, as you just said, you could meet anybody.
But it was efficient. It was dominant. They looked like an unstoppable force, and that's what OKC is as well. But, man, don't want to see that team in round 2 without Ant. But we're not even there yet. We got to win one more game.
Right. And that's not for it'll be at least a week from today, if not longer, if the next round. So they've got that going for them.
They sure do, Paul.
Which is nice.
Over the weekend, like we mentioned, the Vikings traded Jonathan Grenard to the Philadelphia Eagles for pick 98 this year, which was Miami defensive back Jacoby Thomas, and a third-rounder next year. Grenard then agreed to a 4-year, $100 million extension with Philadelphia with $50 million. It is $50 million guaranteed.
Todd lady.
Grenard is 28 years old, spent the last 2 seasons with the Vikes.
23.
No,
no, it was 24 and 25. 12 sacks in 2024, just 3 last year, but he had 12 games, so he missed a handful of games. And it was one of those, his pressures stat was still really, really good, right? He got to the quarterback a lot, frustrated the quarterback a lot, only got 3 sacks last year, but we all saw how disruptive that dude can be.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Philly obviously wants him.
Yeah, it's tough to let him go because when he's on, he's probably your best defensive player. He wanted a new contract. They weren't going to give him that here, so they had to trade him. And, I think the safety they got for him at pick 98 could be an immediate starter this season, which is good. And then it's always good to have top 100 picks in a loaded draft next season, but you lose, his leadership and all that, which was great, and how good of a person he is on and off the field, which is tough. But they must really believe in Dallas Turner if they're going to let him just go for what they got for him. And I think they work with him if they don't have Dallas Turner and what they think they can get out of that young man, which I think is going to be a good thing. But it's tough to see him go.
Any other draft takes that you had, what we did or did not accomplish?
I really like after the 51st pick, when they moved back from 49 to 51, and that's where I thought I think Nordo may have said it on or off the air. That's where I think they were buying time to see if they were going to get the 54th pick from the Eagles for Grenard. But the kid they got at 51, Jake Golday, whatever, however you pronounce it.
Yeah, Golday.
You can say it either way, right? I think he will be really good. He's huge. He's played all over the field. I think he's going to be a really good player in that kind of Andrew Van Ginkel, Dallas Turner mode where he can play off the ball. He can drop in coverage. He's going to be a good player. I think their first 3 picks will start right away.
So you think Caleb Banks is going to be a good player?
I think Caleb Banks will be a great player.
So you think Jake Golday is going to be a good player?
Yes.
What about Dominique Orange, the big citrus?
Who?
Think he's going to be a good player?
Yeah, I think he'll be great. Yeah.
He'll be great. So what about Caleb Tiernan from Northwestern?
I think he'll be great.
Round. Be good, right?
Yeah.
What about Jacoby Thomas? You just mentioned him, the defensive back / safety out of Miami.
Copied his game after Sean Taylor. I think he'll be outstanding.
Be great. What about in the 5th round, Max Bredesen?
The fullback, that
tight end / fullback from Michigan.
Yeah, J.J. McCarthy called him a foxhole guy. I think he'll be good.
So JJ was at his party.
Yeah, how about
2,
that?
3, 4, 5. So far we're 6 for 6.
Yeah.
What about Charles Demings, Stephen F. Austin cornerback in round 5?
I think he's the steal of the draft.
Sneaky pick.
What about Charles Nelson Riley?
Yeah, what about that guy? From Coach?
No, from Match Game.
Yeah.
Demond Claiborne, running back Wake Forest, round 6.
I mean, 4.3 speed, you can't teach that. He'll be great.
I know something about that guy. He's good.
And then Gavin Gerhardt, the center out of Cincinnati.
I think he's the next Matt Burke. I think he'll start for you right away.
So you think we went essentially, 9 for 9?
Yes, sir.
And you think they're all going to be great?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I'm going to guess you gave the Vikings draft an A.
Yes.
Awesome.
See?
Good job.
I could argue it the other way, too, but for this experiment, I'm going to say it's an A.
Yeah. I do. I know people all have jobs to do, but reading all the people saying, what a horrible draft. It's like, all right, relax. Chubsy on the
and then there's 2 or 3 teams that on paper look like they just knocked it out of the park. Watch those teams be the teams that just absolutely bomb out.
Well, that's the bit. Every year the Jets have an outstanding draft. The Jets are one of the worst organizations
right,
in
and
football.
On paper it looks like they killed it.
Home run.
Right?
Yeah, they got basically 4 first-round talents in their first 4 picks.
Right. But like you said, it's the Jets.
It's the Jets.
Good luck to Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah.
What really matters is next. Ben Leber will be here in a second. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
KFAN welcomes some great shows to Mystic Lake Amphitheater. 311 and Dirty Heads will be there July 11th. Five Finger Death Punch on August 18th. Slayer will be there September 4th. All the details on our upcoming shows on the concert page at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Hawk, you love Slayer.
I do like me some Slayer. Rain in Blood, man.
Oh, we didn't draft that guy, Jake Slaughter.
Yeah, they did not. They didn't.
He was up
they didn't
all
get
night
Slaughter on the team.
Yeah. Oh, I never told
the Angels.
Nordo the Slaughter story.
He already knows it.
No, he doesn't.
He loved it.
Whoa.
Let's do what really matters. Scores and stats around the world of sports. In between, Chris will change your life with something else, and it's brought to you by OVO LASIK and Lens. Change your life with LASIK from Dr. Mark Lobanoff and Dr. David Whiting at OVO LASIK and Lens.
That's what really matters.
That does really matter. Shout out to those guys. Great people over there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Right, bud.
We have been financially abusing Tommy Olson for about 12 years on this show.
How about this?
We bet with our heads, he bets with his heart, and he just gives us his gopher money time and time again. Now, he's won a handful, right, of gopher bets.
Some, yeah.
Some. But the big ones, like national championships and so on and so forth, he just swings and misses. Handful of years ago, Sauce, you and I, because we're in an abusive relationship with Tommy, we abused him and we said, sure, we will bet you $100 that Gopher quarterback Ethan Kaliakmanis will not be drafted.
Yeah.
Sure he will. No,
he won't.
No, he
Tommy.
won't. And then he mostly flamed out here, and then he enters the transfer portal, and he goes to Rutgers, and we're like, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck, buddy.
Somehow, some way, the Commanders in round 7 took Rutgers quarterback Ethan Kaliakmanis and cost me $100 and you $100. So congrats to Tommy for believing in Ethan. Now, technically, a Rutgers quarterback got drafted in round 7.
Technically.
But that wasn't the bet. It was just whether or not Ethan would get drafted, not a, quote, Gopher quarterback. Because that doesn't happen. Gopher quarterbacks don't get drafted.
No.
But Ethan did. So congrats to Ethan and congrats to Tommy.
Yeah. And the best is...
Can't believe that.
Every, like, if you go to, like, CBSSports.com or even, like, ESPN and they have, like, a quick write-up.
Take your time.
Every one of them is like, can't believe he got drafted.
Yep.
Why didn't they wait?
And that's connected to my second story. We'll get to that one in a second. But first, what really matters is this.
Thank you, Corey.
You're welcome. We have good manners on this show.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, you guys
I feel like
do.
we're courteous and kind.
On this date, which is April 27th, in the year 2011, we were here doing this radio show. I don't know what day of the week it was. I'm going to guess it was a weekday. I got a 5 in 7 chance of that.
That's correct.
On this date in 2011, the U.S. experienced the deadliest single day of tornadoes in nearly a century. 112 tornadoes in one day. You'd think that'd be something I'd remember, but I don't remember that at all. 112. They happened east, southeast, and I guess north as well.
Spooky.
Yeah. That's a lot of tornadoes.
It's too many.
Yeah.
Well, it is. All over the place.
Let's minimize the tornadoes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Make them smaller?
Can't our weather overlords just change the algorithm and
leave us alone?
Leave us alone.
Yeah, leave Brittany alone as well while you're at it.
So the second part of this Ethan Kaliakmanis thing is, sure, he goes in round 7, which was a surprise to everybody. Vanderbilt quarterback Diego Pavia accepted an invitation to Ravens minicamp. Now, he is the first Heisman finalist to go undrafted since 2014.
Yeah.
Northern Illinois quarterback Jordan Lynch, the last Heisman finalist to not get drafted. Pavia is 24 years old, a little older, 5'10", a little shorter. After losing to Fernando Mendoza in the Heisman, he posted on Instagram a photo that said, F all the voters. I believe he used the actual word.
Probably.
He later apologized. So people say attitude problem, height problem, probably a waste of time. He's going to try to back up Lamar Jackson if he makes the team. But interesting that the Heisman finalist who had a monster year didn't get drafted in Ethan Kaliakmanis.
He had an even better junior year. I like that dude. He's got a lot of attitude to him.
And I also think he isn't even an undrafted free agent for them. Technically, he is because he didn't go drafted. He's invited to their tryout. So he's like an Adam Thielen bit where they didn't even sign him as an undrafted free agent. He's going to their tryout, I think, this weekend.
Invite to the rookie
And I think
minicamp.
he posted on, now, who knows? It could be AI, it could be fake. But I'm pretty sure he posted Saturday night, F the NFL, I'll find my own path. And it's like,
we should definitely fact check that.
I'm pretty sure he did.
If he apologized for F all the voters, are you sure you're not getting trolled?
I think he might be getting trolled. Because I don't think he would have said F the NFL.
You don't think he learned his lesson from the first one? You might be right. I'm skeptical. I think you're getting trolled.
I think you might be right. I think it might be.
I mean, come on, man. Doesn't that sound like somebody's playing off the joke that he said F all the voters?
It was fake.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Got to have your flag up, man. Your radar up. Hi, Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Benjamin.
But still, his attitude's terrible.
No, it's not.
It might have been AI. F the NFL. I'll find my own path.
I don't know what other path there would be.
I mean, the CFL. What's the league you watch, Hawk?
UFL.
Yeah, great, right? Great weekend of
It's the
football,
ultimate.
right?
It's the ultimate.
Good morning, Benjamin Leber. How are you?
Good morning. How are you guys?
You are sight for some sore eyes. And
Yeah, why are your eyes so sore?
Because I got allergies and I can't leave them alone. So you literally are a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, quite literally. They don't look bad.
Do you have a movie in mind when you hear that line that you think of?
A sight for sore eyes?
I can hear it.
We have referenced it already this morning. You can get there. Do what I do and just check out of the show until it hits your brain. Just turn your mic off and just stare at the ground and think about it. You can do this.
You have to help me. I'm not going to get there.
Is it the third Back to the Future?
Nope.
I can hear it, though.
Not the third one.
Oh, so it is Back to the Future?
Oh, yeah, it's the end of Back to the Future 1.
Exactly. It's when he sees his girlfriend.
That's right.
And he goes, man, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer.
She got
naked?
No, she got written out of the rest of the movies. It was Elizabeth Shue.
Why was she written out of the rest of the movie?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Don't know.
I did know at one point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can't remember now.
Ben, do you have a hot take on the draft class? Is there somebody outside of Caleb Banks who we've talked about, not necessarily with you, but we can talk about that later, but anybody else that you have seen firsthand that you like or don't like?
I watched Golday's film before we drafted him, like the week or so before we drafted him.
And?
I really liked it. So the debate, the hot debate was kind of who's that better off the ball linebacker, the Anthony Hill Jr. kid out of Texas or Golday. And the funny thing is, and I know it's going to sound like I'm just, propping up the Vikings pick. I actually like Golday's game better. Anthony Hill, I think he's a little smaller, maybe seems to be just a touch quicker, but Golday plays with a physicality that I think that Anthony Hill doesn't play with. And, Anthony Hill, when he would take on blocks, he would just kind of throw a shoulder in there and he'd kind of get smothered. You would see this guy that could make plays sideline to sideline and get downhill and make plays in the run game, but you'd also see him get swallowed up in the run game. And I worried about the physicality of Anthony Hill. And so I kind of leaned towards Golday. Like, well, if we're going to take an off the ball linebacker, this guy, he kind of does everything. He's got a little bit of like Chad Greenway / Anthony Barr to him in that when you watch him play, you can't believe that he moves as well as he does for his size. And when you when you look at Anthony Barr and what we were able to do with him, now I thought that I was hoping and crossing my fingers that Anthony Barr would turn into a better pass rusher, a better edge guy, but he really just had one move. It was just, if I can get off the ball quickly and beat you around the corner, that's about it. But you look at a big physical guy that can change direction and space and kind of do a lot of things, and that's what Golday does. Now, whether or not he's going to be the next Van Ginkel, I don't know. I don't know if I saw that sort of pass rushing ability quite yet, but a guy that can play a lot of different positions. He is very physical. He's got that relentless motor that you're looking for. So I think that it's a really, really good selection.
So give us your projected starting linebacker lineup.
Well, I don't think Golday's going to start.
So who do we got in front of him?
Flo don't start rookies unless he has to.
It'll be Eric Wilson, it'll be Cashman, and then it'll be probably Dallas and Van Ginkel. But we throw a lot of multiple fronts and a lot of multiple personnel in this defense, so that's why there is room for Golday to get in there on certain packages and certain downs and distances. And I think it's going to be probably fewer and far between his first year if everything clicks for him mentally. But we've seen this linebacker core miss a lot of games, whether it's the guys on the edge or the guys in the middle. We know Cashman's got an injury history. We know Eric Wilson is getting a little bit older, even though he got a new extension, a new contract. But it'll be those two guys man in the middle, and then Golday will just float around.
So if you have those four, if you have Cashman and Wilson and Van Ginkel and Turner, then this was truly a best player available because you don't necessarily need a linebacker in 2026.
See, I think my takeaway, and I think you can probably, because we don't know the mentality inside that building. It did seem like they went best player available the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't like, oh my gosh, we have to go get and find a backup wide receiver right away because look at our wide receiver situation. We probably need more depth. We need guys to push. We don't know what's going to happen with J.A. Are we going to give him a second contract and have a whole bunch of money sitting in that room? So there's a lot of question marks whether or not we're going to get a high-end wide receiver. We didn't do that.
Center, same thing, right? Wait to round 7.
Same thing. Mm-hmm. So it seemed like the theory was we are going to take just high-quality players regardless of position, and it just so happened that there are a lot of defensive players on that board.
What about quarterback? Obviously, we have Kyle Murphy.
Yeah, you can say it either way.
We have Carson Wentz.
Yep.
And we have J.J. McCarthy. So the room is full. But are you in any way surprised that they didn't take a flyer 6'7" on, that's just for the kids, on a project quarterback that they could stash on the practice squad?
Yes.
Especially because Kyler might be one and done. We don't know. Carson's getting up there in age. We have no idea if McCarthy's going to pan out. We have a lot of questions. Is this the Charge theory that you should draft a quarterback every year and just stash one away?
The thing is, like, I don't know if you really believe in this running back that we got in his 4.3 speed, and you think that he can develop into a starter. Well, then. No, they're taking the best player available. And same thing with the center. They're taking the best player available. And, we see it time and time again. There are a lot of quarterbacks out there that are going to get a look-see in training camps. And if they feel like they really, really need to find an upgrade and developmental guy, then they'll just pilfer somebody from someone's practice squad or when somebody gets cut or something like that. Like, there's going to be plenty of options out there that sort of replaces a 6th or 7th rounder.
So Sauce earlier said that the Vikings went 9 for 9 and he gave them an A.
Yeah, why not?
Thanks, man.
You feel the same way? 9 for 9 and an A, correct?
Yes.
Best draft of any team in the NFL?
Sure.
Hands down?
I think it can be said.
There's no way you can dispute it.
All right, let's go with it.
You can't prove us right or wrong.
More of What Really Matters with Ben Leber and the rest of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
Bonus Bucks is back on KFAN. We have 9 chances for you to win $1,000 every weekday. That's every hour from 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. To enter the keywords, learn more at KFAN.com. Bonus Bucks is presented by BigDeck.com.
Mel loves it.
Yeah, man. He does. I like
Big Citrus.
Dominique Orange from Iowa State, Ben Leber. Have you ever watched his tape?
I have.
And
yeah.
You like the Big Citrus?
I do. To me, I actually thought that was one of the more shocking selections that we had. Because, again, it goes into that bucket of best player available. We didn't necessarily, after getting Caleb and after having Redmond and knowing that we have El Presidente in the fold as well, that was it necessarily a need? No. But they identified a guy that, when we were looking at 18 and we were looking at getting the big defensive tackle out of Ohio State, which is, Sauce, as just really such a fun story to see all the social media stuff and viral clips come out about him and just his reaction and his family and stuff like that. But that was the debate was, do we go after a big, fat Pat type of guy to clog up the middle and just, stuff the run and all this other stuff? And Lee Hunter was kind of the same thing out of Texas Tech. And it was, kind of a fun little debate about what we really need for this defense. We decided to go with who we think is maybe a comp to Chris Jones in Kansas City, which I think is a fantastic idea to go that angle. Again, all things being equal and he can stay healthy. And then we go right back into the bucket of defensive tackle and say, no, we still want this situational guy. We still value this first and second down guy that can really clog up the middle, stop the run, and give you a little extra juice in there. If you need be
orange juice,
if you need be trying to get after the passer, which he's a little limited, obviously because he's so big, but he's a pretty athletic guy for being that size.
Ben, you got a guy who's a headhunter back there who played a lot more 2 years ago than he did last year in Ivan Pace. because he was in traffic too much, right? You got big guys in front of him, free him up a little bit, let him go play linebacker, man.
Well, I mean,
let's go.
Not only him, but just look at all of our guys. I mean, all of our linebackers aren't very big. You know, they're stout, they're stocky, they're strong. Don't get me wrong. Didn't mean to rhyme, but you know, they're not big, physical, imposing guys that have long arms and that can really play off blocks all the time. So all three of those guys can really benefit from these offensive linemen just kind of staying out of their face and off their lap, and they can run around and be athletic and make plays.
We got 3 Cincinnati linebackers now, man. I mean, come on now. Bring it.
Yeah, that's right. Wait.
Wilson, Ivan, and
that's right.
Golday.
Yeah.
They're Golday.
Yeah, and we got a Cincinnati center and
sex.
You know, selfishly, just because I've become friends with the family, they have a tackle there at Cincinnati too that will probably be eligible next year.
Was it Kurt Bills?
No, it's not Kurt.
Joe Cotton, check that guy out. So we'll see if tackle is available.
Cotton Eye Joe?
Great song.
It's so stupid.
You might say that a lot next year if we draft a kid.
We are. We're going to draft
It's going to be tough to beat Big Citrus.
Yeah. Who? Big Citrus.
Undrafted. Did you guys read the Japanese kicker story?
No.
He's like 20. He's like 26 or 27 years old. Yeah, from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Could be the first Japanese player in the NFL. What's crazy is if you have read into his story at all, he saw a football game and was like, "That looks super cool," and then taught himself how to kick by watching YouTube videos.
Wow.
And they call him the Tokyo Toe. He's
Great
27 years old. He made 27 of 29 field goal attempts in 2025 for the University of Hawaii, and he signed with the Raiders.
Yeah, good for him.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That's really
good for
awesome.
him.
Gets to kick indoors too.
Yeah.
What if he's like the greatest kicker of all time and he starts at 27 years old in the NFL? How cool would that be?
And I'm gonna jump in the same situation here with Sauce because I was gonna just playfully ask him to pronounce that guy's name from, was it Nigeria? That's comp to Myles Garrett.
That dude, man.
He basically hasn't played one snap of football.
Oh, was at an
NFL
freak athlete guy?
Yeah, the NFL international tryout.
Did he go to the Eagles?
Yeah, I think he went to the Eagles.
Hang on here.
Drafted or undrafted?
Undrafted. But I don't even know how to say his name either, but holy cow.
Uar Bernard?
Yeah,
Uar Bernard?
Yeah, the last name's not hard. I just don't know how to say his first name.
How do you spell it?
UAR?
UAR.
UAR?
Yeah. Uar?
You are a Bernard.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Tom's son.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy's unbelievable. You guys should see how big that guy is and how much and how well he moves on. It's like 303 pounds or something like that, isn't he?
He is. Let's see. Freak! One of us, my computer froze.
Take your time. But what really matters is this.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. It's my turn, isn't it?
He's 6'4", 306.
That's a huge bitch.
It was on this day in what year, Corey Cove? Because I know you're a fan. Andrew Cunanan began his killing spree.
Well, John Bonus recently traveled the Cunanan Trail, which is basically Minneapolis to Pennsylvania to New York to Florida. And then he did the reverse Cunanan when they drove home from Florida. Andrew Cunanan killed Gianni Versace in something like 1990. This was after OJ, so maybe 97-ish?
Boom!
Wow, you're really good at this.
I knew I was in high school. I just didn't know
your
where.
murderers.
Now, before you go too into depth about how much you love Andrew, let me tell you what he did, because it's pretty bad.
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah. He killed a guy here locally in Minneapolis by the name of Jeffrey Trail, beating him to death with a claw hammer.
Sure.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That murder set Cunanan off on a nationwide killing spree that ended in July when he killed himself on a houseboat in Miami Beach. Spent most of his adult life as the kept companion of wealthy older men, living a very expensive lifestyle in San Diego. Ben, you're real close on this.
You do like wealthy men.
There's a lot of connections.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get a little worried.
You love a claw
Where is
hammer
this
and
going?
wealthy men.
So
Well,
far,
guys, gotta go.
killing a bunch of people is so far the only difference between you and
right.
Cunanan.
Yeah, you have a wealthy lifestyle and love rich men.
Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and go to the bathroom now.
In April 1997, Cunanan told his friend that he was moving to San Francisco. However, he actually bought a one-day ticket to Minnesota after begging his credit card company to extend his credit limit. Does that work?
Hockey!
Sure.
In Minnesota, Cunanan met up with David Madsen, whom he had briefly dated in the past. Apparently, Cunanan went there in an attempt to continue the relationship. On April 27th, Jeffrey Trail, I should say, an acquaintance of both Cunanan excuse me, and Madsen met the two at Madsen's apartment, but the details of what happened there are still unknown. Authorities know only that Cunanan did that deal with the hammer. And then went to East Rush Lake, where he killed Madsen 2 days later with one shot to the head. So he did 2 murders in Minnesota. And then went on the Cunanan Trail.
Yep. Went to Pennsylvania, killed like a cemetery worker in like Pennsylvania and New York.
Which is like,
Yeah.
that's, come on.
Yeah.
Killing a guy in
But
a
didn't
cemetery.
Didn't he steal his car or something? Was that the guy who stole his car?
Yeah.
Then he drove down
Took
to
a Jeep, drove
Florida
to
and
Chicago,
killed Gianni Versace.
Found his next victim, which was 72-year-old millionaire Lee Miglin. Duct tape, garden shears, wasn't good.
Jeez.
Yeah. Then he drove to East New Jersey in Miglin's Lexus, killed his 4th victim, and that was the guy at the who stole his car at the
Cemetery.
Cemetery. A massive manhunt by the FBI. Press ran with the story. America's Most Wanted, which was a great television show. I miss it.
Did
Is it
they
gone?
know
I don't
after at any one of those murders? Did they know who they were specifically looking for?
Good question. Don't remember.
Yeah,
No,
good
it doesn't
question.
say here. Yeah, they must have, though, because it was a massive manhunt.
Yeah. Think of how different it is now with cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
I know.
My guess is somebody would have seen him on camera doing one of these, especially like, and when you're in public, don't you just kind of assume you're getting recorded now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
'cause,
Brother's always watching.
by the way, America's Most Wanted actually featured him. So they knew it was him.
Definitely knew it was him.
Wow.
His celebrity reached his peak on July 15th when he killed famous designer Gianni Versace outside his mansion in South Beach.
And what was the connection there? Did he have a connection to Versace?
On July 23rd, Fernando Carrera, the caretaker, July 23rd, wow, he was on the run for a while. Caretaker of a houseboat in Miami found an intruder on the boat and called police. Apparently, sensing his capture, Cunanan, that's when he got shot. So it doesn't say anything about the connection. Dude.
I don't remember if there was a personal connection or not, if it was just a
He just
target.
wanted to be splashy or something.
Who
and
knows?
just-
Yeah.
Ask Bonus. He recently took the Cunanan Trail.
Yeah.
Maybe he did a lot of research while he was driving. I hope not while he was driving. You know what I mean? Like at gas stations and whatnot. You're reading while you're pumping.
Yeah, don't watch YouTube videos while you drive.
Whoa.
What, you guys don't read while you pump?
It depends on, if there's a place to lay the book. And sometimes you got to distract yourself. Am I right, Ben?
Yeah, sometimes instead of just, think about baseball, just start reading a book.
You start
Well said.
reading, Dante's Inferno.
Yeah. Just don't be reading like a Penthouse Forum at the same time.
I got to think if this
Chalk
scenario
marks.
was real and the gal was like, "What are you doing?" "I'm reading a book about Andrew Cunanan and his murders."
Yep.
That is the last time you hook up with that gal.
Yeah, unless-
she walks out the door and it's over.
Hey, unless because you're reading it goes for 25 minutes.
I don't think that matters. I think you're learning about a serial killer.
Listen.
Why?
In my experience, ladies like about 2.5, 3 minutes at most.
Lucky. Rosie.
Yeah. You're a Casanova, man.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
By the way, Cunanan voted by his high school classmates most likely not to be forgotten.
Wow.
That's the truth.
Well, I can't name anybody else from his class. So
Right.
he is right. The Wolves at the Nuggets tonight. 9:30 starts.
Let's go.
The Wolves look to close out the Denver Nuggets. I didn't look this morning, but saw us yesterday. They were 10.5-point dogs. Has it changed?
Nope, they're still 10.5.
So DraftKings has the Nuggets as 10.5-point favorites. They're going to be pissed, but the Wolves shook them down on Saturday without Dante DiVincenzo because he was out almost immediately and will be out for about a year. And Ant was what? Was that second quarter, early third? I forget exactly when he went down. When was the hyperextension?
Wasn't it in second quarter?
Second quarter,
early,
maybe.
Because I
think it was. I think you're right. So, I think we were down 4 or 5 when Ant got hurt. So the dominance was without both of them. Now that's lightning in a bottle, but still.
Yeah.
On one hand, you can have names of games that were more iconic than Io on Saturday for the Timberwolves. Not in the NBA, just for the Timberwolves specifically, right? That was that not a top 5 Timberwolves performance of all time?
Oh, yeah.
With the stakes, right? This is a pivotal game 4 of a playoff series.
Yeah.
And you have a career high. You don't miss from 3. You don't miss from the foul line. And you are essentially scoring at will, and your star is out. So somebody has to carry the torch, and you're just like, I'll do it.
Yeah, especially
and you just dominate.
When there's a 10-year stretch that they were just awful.
Right.
So, yeah, it was great. It was awesome that they brought him in, traded basically nothing for him, and now he's going to start tonight, and hopefully he can find 40 points again.
If Ant had stayed healthy, let's say Dante and Ant don't get hurt at all, and they're a part of this game, but Io has the exact same game. The other two are just non-factors, but they don't get hurt. Can you imagine the optimism we would have right now, up 3-1?
Yeah.
But because Dante is out for the year and beyond,
yeah,
and Ant might miss the rest of the postseason, depending on how long we're gone, it felt like we lost.
Yes, it did.
Even though we dominated.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Right? It's like, all right, cool.
Especially
we might win this series, but then it's over. It's what a gut punch on Saturday.
Especially when you see Ant's injury over and over again. It looks like he tore every ligament in his knee.
How lucky were they that they didn't find a ligament tear in the MRI?
Rosie was laughing in Italy.
What if he was out for 6 to 9 months or something? That would suck.
Who, Rosie?
No, arrivederci to the rest of the summer for Rosie.
It is weird to play such a good game and be so excited about a team, but yet most of all the optimism and hope, future hope, is gone.
Yeah.
Because even if you get past Denver, the likelihood of getting past San Antonio or anybody else without those two guys is almost zero.
Yeah.
You know how much Io's making this year?
Is it under $1 million?
No, $7 million. But still, what a steal!
And I think he's an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year.
Man,
I read yesterday. Unless that the Potvian bit was AI.
Nope, that looks correct. He is an unrestricted free agent for 26/27.
Yeah, he'll make a ton of cash.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Man. All right, the news is next. More with Ben Leber and the Power Trip after this on The Fan.
The Fan.